morning, fellow Toastmasters, and especially Cheryl, our welcome guest. I don't drink coffee. I've never had a cup of coffee in my life. Larry doesn't drink coffee. We know nothing about coffee. We have a lot of mugs, but we can't really call them coffee mugs. I drink a lot of hot water. So, if you're ever visiting at our house, BYOC. Bring your own coffee. Just keep that in mind. I love the idea of coffee mugs. I love mugs. They have very special meaning to me. And you all have a handout that's going to relate it to the communication styles in front of you. Mugs mean something special. They have a special attachment to me. This one I'm going to talk about is based on being analytical. Most of my communication style and most of my speaking is analytical. When I come to Toastmasters, I do everything I possibly can to not give an analytical speech. Because when I speak at conferences, when I teach, it's always analytical. So you may not realize it, but me coming to Toastmasters and giving any other speech about flow, about horses, it's out of my box. This mug is in my box. And this mug was given to me as a presenter, a speaker at the Society of Fire Protection Engineers. It has an old steam train on it. It also has the fire triangle, which represents heat, oxygen, and fuel. I'm going to pass this one around. I'm not passing around any of the other ones. It'll be pretty obvious, but this one I'll pass around so you can see it. I keep this one. I don't drink from this one. It's never been drunk from that I know of. The handle's too small. Doesn't hold enough hot water for me. I still love it. I keep it because it reminds me of my profession and how much it means to me, and a word I'll use a lot that I'm passionate about. Next, I'm going to talk about the directive style. Now we're going to talk passion. This is my love. All these mugs both are ride and tie mugs. This talks about my passion, which is the sport that I've done for a very long time, which combines endurance horse riding and endurance trail running. It's each a team sport, and each team has 2 humans and 1 horse. But describing ride and tie is longer than a single speech, and I get extremely excited. So I'm just letting you know this is my passion. But the reason why this is my direct style is because of this mug. This mug there were 2. The other one said ride manager down here. And as a ride manager or a ride director, I have to be results-oriented, focused, competitive, and most people would look at me and think of me as being impatient and demanding. It's the key to the direct style. I'm constantly giving orders. However, the mug that said ride manager was way overused, and so it got a little gritty and grimy. And so now I only have its partner that's not so special. Perfect size. Look at that, my hand fits right in there. Perfect size. This one is from the World Championship, of which I've completed 3, 4, 5 World Championships in ride and tie, and some of them you get a mug. But it is a horse event, don't forget. So everybody who completes gets the buckle. It's a horse event, and this buckle is a little more special than the mug associated with ride and tie. We'll leave these here. I'm going to do this one next. This is supportive. Does anyone recognize anything about this box? This comes from Barcelona, and this is mosaic in the theme of Gaudi, the architect and artist Gaudi. And the mugs that are in here represent me being very supportive, patient, sympathetic, and mostly being a listener. These mugs are not normally in the box, but I can't part with the box. The person who gave me these also knows I'm a tea drinker. So they are very specifically tea mugs and not coffee mugs. These mugs are special to me because they were given to me by my friend Anna, who lives in Barcelona. I met Anna when she was in the United States as an au pair. She came to the United States as an au pair, and I had signed up for a literacy program, a learning to read program through the Contra Costa library system. And I was hoping to help somebody who was illiterate learn to read. But instead, they hooked me up with Anna, who wanted to learn English better. She was instructed, and I was instructed, that it was not about speaking in vocabulary, but it was more about her learning the English language. I was a little bit disappointed to be assigned with someone who really didn't have a need to learn to read, but after a couple of meetings, boy, did we hit it off. And so when Anna went back to Barcelona, where she's from, she went back home, and then she sent me this set of mugs in this box as a gift. And this was several years ago, and we are still close, and Larry and I are, and her mom is the exact same age to me, so when she was here, I was like a separate mother, a second mother to her. And we've been to Barcelona to visit, and we are going to Barcelona again for her wedding in June, and so we are looking forward to that. So this set of mugs is very special to me, demonstrates my ability to be sympathetic. I was always listening to Anna with my ears because I had to listen to her being homesick frequently. She had a breakup with her boyfriend. Being sympathetic is not my strong point, and so it was an extremely challenging situation for me to be in. In addition to reading, I was hearing a lot of stories. And finally, this mug is beautiful. Do you all agree? Tell me, this is the most beautiful mug you have ever seen. This is my initiating mug. Sociable, enthusiastic, persuasive. Sociable, enthusiastic, sociable, not a word used for me. Enthusiastic, occasionally. However, as Michelle knows, I do not have a creative bone in my body. Yet this mug, I made it. Me. Okay? I made this mug. And so I like to talk about it. I like to talk about this mug a lot. It's perfect size, everything about it is perfect. So this mug is quite old. I made it at Petroglyphs in Roseville. And if you ever have a Petroglyphs party and don't invite me, my feelings will be hurt. Okay? And so it's special to me because I made it. It demonstrates just how creative I am. You can laugh at that one. It's okay. And it's got a little palm tree on the side, makes me think of even though we have plenty of palm trees in California, still makes me think of my family in Florida. So this mug represents my initiating style, taking action, being creative, and definitely talking too much. The only thing that I'm really sorry about as I present these mugs to you is that I wanted to be here last week because I really wanted to hear everybody else's stories about their mugs. Cheers.